drive is winged. So, like I told you, they weren't going to put my filing on the docket before noon if they're going to do it today at all. But I'm not here to do the video on that now. I'll do it in the morning if something changes. But this one, you've probably noticed on several of my videos that I only refer to Paleo Hebrew. I did the one series where I talked about some Paleo Hebrew stuff along the way and some Egyptian stuff along the way, but I've never gotten around to that because on the 4th of November 2016, Fox 13 News Utah had announced in their news segment on TV of the coming of the total solar eclipse over all of America on the 21st of August 2017, like a whole year early. And so I mean, clearly they didn't want to talk about Trump at that time. They weren't Trump loyalists. They hadn't been sued by Trump to become the loyalists that they are now. And so, yeah, that changed my whole design and plan. This channel, if you can find the origin videos, I'm over 900 videos on this channel now. So if you can go all the way down, scroll all the way down to the beginning videos that I did, wow, you got nothing better to do for your day or your week, depending on how long it takes you to get down that far. Yeah, I was using this channel intended for my business, for ancient research specifically, and was going to combine it with my business Gmail and website. Was supposed to all merge together for the business. And then that announcement came, and I quickly finished this work, thick work on Paleo Hebrew script, not the vocabulary, not translation, though I did do a Paleo Hebrew lesson manual. But again, this, for the most part, just deals with the script, the letters, the 22 letters of Paleo Hebrew. I did all this work for it. That's how comprehensive the Paleo Hebrew language is. It's not like today where A is A, B is B, C is C. So there's a lot more to it because it's picture related. And as picture related, it has meaning as a single letter. And so I never got around to turning all my vocabulary research into the books and lesson manuals for vocabulary. And then the intention was to go to translations after that. So yeah, I never got to it because of that announcement on that fateful day right before our election. And also, I was also delving into Egyptian in translation. I had done an initial overview of the facsimiles in the Book of Abraham, and as you can see, I was working on showing translations, and I was going to do books like I did with the letters of Paleo Hebrew in the same format and function as I did with Egyptian. I was going to do with Egyptian. But again, that fateful day, changed everything in my life. And instead, I went and made this research book, which, as you can see with all the post-it notes sticking out of it, it needs to be updated. So, and even more that I've been doing videos on that should also be updated with it. But it's almost at the full size of an Amazon publication allowance anyway. Although the Joneses had a book that was like thick. I'm going, how did you get it that thick on Amazon? Oh, there are ways. Well, tell me the ways. Nope. You have to have us as your editors and we'll make it happen. So I did do one book through them as an editing. That's available on academia.edu. I think the signs book is on edu, I think. But the Paleo Hebrew letters, the synopsis, and this book, they're on there for free. And so I know you guys are going to edu, because last week I had several hundred show up in 1 week, 1 day. So yeah, I'm getting a lot more attention on edu. Yeah, all this work stopped as I then transferred to doing this research. Now, why? Why would I give up my pursuit in life, my educational pursuit? I was doing my dream job that I graduated with. Why would I put all that aside to pursue this, which was part of my education, as I've talked to you about, but I thought it was just something cool. Like, oh, okay, we had a lunar eclipse, President Faust dies. Oh, we had another one, President Hinckley dies. Oh, we have a tetrad, and Packard, Perry, and Scott die. Cool. But it wasn't until the announcement of the total solar eclipse that I went, oh crap, this is for real. This ain't no game. This ain't no flight of fancy. This is real. The signs in the heavens in the Bible, they're real. Holy crap, how did this happen? And so yeah, I had to do a crash course again, reminding myself of all the stuff, and that's what I do. I make research books to help me, and because Amazon allows me to publish for free, I then go through Amazon as I do this step-by-step construction of the research manuals that I do. And so it's for me, but if others want to join along, it was intended for that way. Unfortunately, the Kindles presented numerous problems. I hope it got taken care of. But you know, I again, whenever I can go back to the languages, I can redo for the Kindle versions. Until then, I'm still. We're now in survival mode, because these, which is why I was rushing to figure this out, was the reason for what we're going through right now. Because I knew the coronavirus, the economic disaster, the evil of murders that are going on, I knew that was going to be a result of the signs from the Bible. They tell us that's the case. And so, yeah, I put everything else aside, dedicated solely to this. Until Bishop Reed Hammond said, I don't want you doing your Egyptian stuff, and why do you bother coming to church? Oh, okay. by, never went back to church. And so, yeah, I did church history research finally. And it all ties in together. The languages, the signs in the heavens, the church being evil, all tied together. Isn't that amazing? I knew exactly what I was going into. And so, yeah, that's what happened. And so I've been trying to do videos to cover it, because as you can see, I'm way behind on catching up on new editions that are supposed to be done by now. But yeah, I've tried to warn through my videos on my old channel and then this one, because the other one was sabotaged by the church, and website also got sabotaged by the church. And so yeah, that's why the lawsuit against the church. They will not leave me alone. Just because I was talking about Joseph Smith being right with being a translator, the church came after me, and they would not give up until I was fully out of the picture. And I refused, because he's a translator. I'm a translator, and I know he's a translator. Pay attention to what Egyptologists say about the Book of Abraham. We cannot find the Hebrew name Abraham anywhere in this Egyptian text. And Mormons tuck tail and hide and go silent and hoping everybody will just forget because they missed it. You know, just like Christians missed it when scientists came after them. There's no way that every single species was on the ark, according to the measurements. They all missed it. No, God has magical powers. Oh, really? That's where you want to go to explain it. So, yeah, I mean, it's simple, guys. Remember, we went to grade school. They taught us in science class about kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Are you sure you want to go with species? There's a lot less family groups than there are species groups. And scientists played Christians for chumps and are laughing hysterically. But then Christians thought, well, we're going to enter into science and become scientists, and we're going to change the laws of science. So, yeah, they did, and now creationism is a legitimate theory because a Christian scientist said so, which is not a Christian scientist. That believes crabs came from outer space, not from somebody you had sex with. You guys watch SpongeBob SquarePants, don't you? Russ, that I do DVD conversions for, he loves SpongeBob, and so I did his SpongeBob DVDs, converted them, and yeah, I remember watching an episode once. He doesn't get it. Oh man. Oh man. But it's sadder when Mormons don't get the inverted pentagram symbol on the Seagull Gate, on their temple doors. That's when it becomes dangerous. You know, SpongeBob SquarePants, you know, who cares if you don't understand it? But to not understand the symbol of Lucifer, that's just and having deciphered Paleo Hebrew, I know about symbology. I am Dan Brown's Tom Hanks character. I can't remember his name anymore. I tried to remember. I had to look it up last time I talked about it, and I've forgotten. Langdon, isn't it Langdon? Came to mind. I think that's Langdon. Thomas Langdon or something Langdon. Anyway. So yeah, he should have done a version with Mormons, but he didn't because he doesn't really know the subject matter as well as he claims to. But oh well. Still good movies, even though little Richie Cunningham messed them up. I love the book version, the original book version of Angels and Demons. That the Pope had sex with a nun and had a child, and then he becomes the Pope, and then the child doesn't know that he's his dad, and then has him killed. That was awesome. But then they went and did the movie version instead. Alright.